It very well might be the most costly city on the planet. However, Singapore has piled up a lot of different exemplifications: cleanest, best arranged, and very conceivable, generally engaging. The Lion City is home to the world's biggest housetop limitlessness pool, the world's first safari park for nighttime creatures, extremely old sanctuaries, and, obviously, the absolute best food on the planet. You'll additionally discover remarkable nurseries, honest design, top-notch execution settings, shopping roads, and trial craftsmanship exhibitions. The city-state offers an intriguing merging of the old and new, the noteworthy and the advanced. Peruse on for our picks of what to do when you're in Singapore. 1. Take every night safari. Get very close to wild creatures around evening time. Nearby to Singapore Zoo and certainly justified regardless of the outing to Singapore's northern reaches. This untamed life park is just open in the nights, 7:30 p.m. to 12 p.m. It's a brilliantly scary encounter, meandering the pathways and scaffolds of the fragrant evening time wilderness and seeing the 120 types of nighttime animals close up. Tigers, fishing felines, and gators, to give some examples. Electric cable cars run the border, halting in a few places. It merits taking one for the guided visit that is an incredible prologue to the recreation center. En route, you may recognize a portion of the elands that wander indiscriminately outside the other creature nooks. 2. Day out at Singapore Zoo. One of the world's best zoos. Spread across 28 lavish hectares on a landmass in the Upper Seletar Reservoir, the Singapore Zoo is delightfully planned, with globe-traversing untamed life meandering enormous, characteristic natural surroundings like fenced-in areas. The Great Rift Valley, complete with a precipice-falling cascade, is home to Nubian ibexes, mandrills, and mongooses, while in the fragile forest biodome you can scale to the woodland shelter to look at two-toed sloths and to spot lemurs and flying foxes. Occupants of the frozen tundra incorporate polar bears, wolverines, and raccoons, while the primate kingdom is the place where you'll detect a wide range of monkeys, from the colobus to the peaked macaque. 3. Wander around gardens by the bay. Advanced greenhouses with super trees and biodomes. Across a walker walkway from the marina is one of Singapore's most noteworthy green spaces, made on 101 hectares of recovered land. Gigantic biodomes emerge from the greenery, lodging more than 800 types of plants from various ecological zones. There are monster prickly plants in the desert dome. A cascade falls from a 35 meters mountain in the cloud forest dome, while the flower dome reproduces a Mediterranean environment, complete with an antiquated olive forest. 4. Singapore Botanic Gardens. One of Singapore's biggest green spaces, total with the world's most broad orchid garden. West of Orchard Road, sparkling shopping centers offer a path to the rich vegetation, all around tended yards, themed gardens, and peaceful lakes that make up the huge Botanic Gardens. A footpath goes through a thick fix of antiquated rainforest that originates before the gardens. It's home to 314 types of plants, half of them uncommon. Of the three lakes, Swan Lake is the prettiest. It's named after the quiet swans imported from Amsterdam. Perhaps the greatest feature of the gardens, and a magnet for blossom darlings, is the National Orchid Garden. 5. Shop on Orchard Road. Singapore's fundamental shopping road, especially remarkable for its design stores. Its name is somewhat of a misnomer since there is no plantation to be seen. All things being equal, you are confronted with shining shopping centers, division stores, and planter shops. You can go through days shopping here, supported by the food from the shopping center's fantastic food courts. Particle orchard centers around high road design on its lower floors. For high fashion, head higher up. 313 at Somerset stocks sensibly valued high road brands like Uniqlo and Muji. 6. Day out at Universal Studios. Singapore, part of the super well-known Hollywood film amusement park. Isolated into 7 universes, this amusement park is the star fascination of Resorts World on Sentosa Island, at Singapore's South End. Extremely famous with families, it has a blend of attractions reasonable for more youthful children, like Puss in Boots' Giant Journey in Far Away, Dino Soren in the Lost World, and the all-singing, all-moving Sesame Street show in Hollywood. Daredevils should rush towards Sci-Fi City for a ride on Battlestar Galactica, the world's tallest dueling roller coaster, where you pick between riding the suspended Cylon or the situated human as they curve, twist, and roll. Additionally, in Sci-Fi City, Transformers the ride takes you on a 3D roller coaster into a metropolitan otherworld, where transformers do fight and participate in rapid pursuits. 7. SEA. Aquarium. The world's biggest aquarium, with 49 marine environments and more than 100,000 ocean animals. Part of the Sentosa Island attractions, this cutting-edge aquarium is a marvelous excursion through the world's assorted marine natural surroundings. Enter through the shark burrow, with hammerheads, silvertip, and shoal sharks swimming over your head. Discover Nemo and watch squirming eels in the Bay of Bengal. Wonder about the beautiful reef fish of the Caribbean Sea. Look at the fire shrimp and yellow boxfish of the Red Sea. Detect the lobsters and the lionfish of the South China Sea. And creep into a cavern for a very close look at moray eels. Find out about the watery biological systems of Lake Malawi, kelp timberlands, and waterfront mangroves. 8. Ride the Singapore Flyer. One of the world's biggest perception wheels. Disregarding the water close to Marina Bay, this 165 meters tall Ferris wheel is a quintessential piece of Singapore's horizon, and especially noteworthy when lit up in the nights. The second biggest perception wheel on the planet after the High Roller in Las Vegas, the Singapore Flyer whisks you high over the city, offering 30 minutes of staggering perspectives on the Marina Bay, the high rises of CBD, the waterway, the noteworthy structures of the Colonial District, and ships on the South China Sea. Limits are accessible if you buy your ticket on the web. 9. Walk around Marina Bay. A mainstream waterfront touring walk. Start your stroll from the notable Marina Bay Sands Inn, shopping, and eatery complex, and walk north close by the marina. You'll cross the Helix Bridge, from which you get astounding perspectives on the Singapore horizon. Traveling west along the Marina Promenade, you'll pass Glutton's Corner, one of Singapore's best outdoors food courts, just as the glimmering Esplanade, theaters on the bay, a performing expressions focus that appears as though monster metal golf balls. Head south along the Esplanade Bridge to the popular Merlion sculpture, half fish, half lion, that heaves water into the cove and is lit up twice daily as a component of the Marina Bay Sands sound and light show. 10. Take a stroll through Chinatown. A walk around the core of Singapore's, generally, Chinese legacy. From the Chinatown metro stop, stroll along Pagoda Street, with its shabby gift shops, mead parlors, and eateries, and stop most of the way along at the Chinatown Heritage Center. Inside, you'll discover displays on Chinatown's vivid past, from reminiscent photographs to recreated living quarters of opium addicts. At that point, proceed to the furthest limit of the road to the Sri Mariamman Temple, Singapore's most established Hindu sanctuary with a mob of technicolor figures. Take kitschy Terengganu Street south to the Chinatown complex, with its mainstream peddlers slow down higher up. From that point, Keong Saik Road bends south past the amazing Sri Layan Sethi Vinayagar Hindu temple.